July 20, 2020, 8:14 p.m. The Consumer Protection Act 2019 commences from today. The Consumer Protection Act 2019 came into force from today, briefing media about the new law through video conference in New Delhi today. Consumer Affairs Minister Ram Vilas Paswan said that this new act will empower consumers and help them in protecting their rights through its various notified rules and provisions like Consumer Protection Council, Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission, mediations, product liability and punishment for manufacture or sale of products containing adulterant or spurious goods. He said the act includes establishment of the Central Consumer Protection Authority CCPA to promote, protect and enforce the right of consumers. The CCPA will be empowered to conduct investigations into violations of consumer rights and institute complaints or prosecutions, order recall of unsafe goods and services, order discontinuance of unfair trade practices and misleading advertisements, impose penalties on manufacturers or endorsers or publishers of misleading advertisements. Mr. Passon said the rules for prevention of unfair trade practice by e-commerce platform will also be covered under this act. The Gazette notification for establishment of the Central Consumer Protection Authority and rules for prevention of unfair trade practice in e-commerce are under publication. The minister said under the Act, every e-commerce entity is required to provide information relating to return, refund, exchange, warranty and guarantee, delivery and shipment, modes of payment, grievance, redressal mechanisms, payment methods, security of payment methods, and chargeback option. He said along with it information related to country of origin should be mentioned which are necessary for enabling the consumer to make an information decision at the pre-purchase stage on its platform. He said that e-commerce platforms have to acknowledge the receipt of any consumer complaint within 48 hours and redress the complaint within 1 month from the date of receipt under the Act. He added that the new act introduces the concept of product liability and brings within its scope the product manufacturer, product service provider, and product seller for any claim for compensation. The minister informed that the new act provides for simplifying the consumer dispute adjudication processes in the consumer commissions. It includes, among others, empowerment of the state and district commission to review their own orders, enabling a consumer to file complaints electronically and file complaints in consumer commissions that have jurisdiction over the place of his residence. Video conferencing for hearing and deemed admissibility of complaints if the questions of admissibility is not decided within the specified period of 21 days. The minister said an alternate dispute resolution mechanism of mediation has been provided in the new act. This will simplify the adjudication process. A complaint will be referred by a consumer commission for mediation wherever scope for early settlement exists and parties agree for it. Mediation will be held in the mediation cells to be established under the aegis of the consumer commissions. There will be no appeal against settlement through mediation. He said as per the Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission rules, there will be no fee for filing cases up to raise 5 lakh. There are provisions for filing complaints electronically credit of amount due to unidentifiable consumers to Consumer Welfare Fund (CWF). The State Commission will furnish information to central government on a quarterly basis on vacancies, disposal, pendency of case, and other matters. Mr. Paswan further informed that the new act also introduces the concept of product liability and brings within its scope the product manufacturer, product service provider, and product seller for any claim for compensation. The Act provides for punishment by a competent court for manufacture or sale of adulterant or spurious goods. The court may, in case of first conviction, suspend any license issued to the person for a period of up to 2 years, and in case of second or subsequent conviction, cancel the license. Mr. Passon said in earlier Consumer Protection Act 1986 a single point access to justice was given, which was also time consuming. He said the new act has been introduced after many amendments to provide protection to buyers not only from traditional sellers but also from the new e-commerce retailers or platforms. He said that this act will prove a significant tool in protecting consumer rights in the country.